I'm something like a big deal. Ain't with the petty.
Try to make it be a natural flow.
Be yourself. Stop acting like you scared. You ain't scared.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna say. I don't ever rehearse nothing. Alright, so today I'm here with Miss Jennifer Roberson. Roberson. What's your last name?
Roberson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roberson. Alright, so we're gonna do it again.
What's your...
These gonna be the
Look, whatever's easiest for you, just go for it. Because I go by both.
Alright, so today we are here with Miss Jen. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And so every month, I'm just gonna highlight one entrepreneur in my city. Just gonna interview them, ask them a few questions about themselves, how they got started. You know, just talk about entrepreneurship, so entrepreneurship talk. So again, if you haven't done so already, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to our channel. So today I'm here with Miss Jen. Miss Jen, I got a few questions I'm gonna ask you. So
Okay.
the number one question I'm gonna ask every entrepreneur that come on to the show is, how did you get started?
Ooh, honestly, I got started after a prayer. I had been in the medical field for like 20 years, believe it or not. I was a CNA, I was, a certified nurse aide, a certified medical assistant. I did a little bit of everything, medical records, all of that. So I did that for, like I said, 20 years. And I got bored with it. I got to the point where it wasn't doing what I thought it was going to do. It wasn't fulfilling me. So I prayed about it. And I was like, what is it that you want me to do? Because I know this is not it. This is not the only thing that I'm supposed to be doing. And literally, he told me to go live. Like, for real. And I'm thinking, what? Go live and say what? Because at that time, I didn't do that. Yeah. I wasn't on Facebook like that. I wasn't on Instagram like that. So I did, and my first interview was with Destiny Collins. She did an event for teenage girls, school-age girls, and I was like, okay, well let me try this. I'm gonna help her promote the event and do an interview. So we did an interview, and it was great.
And that's how you got started.
That's how I got started.
Well, that's that part. Now tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you grew up at, where you from?
Well, I grew up in Tyler.
Uh-huh.
I've been in Tyler all of my life. I was born in Austin.
Uh-huh.
And
how you get down here?
I was adopted. My parents adopted me.
For real?
Yeah.
What the hell? I didn't know that.
Now the world knows.
What the hell? So I got another question. What product or service do you offer?
I do promotions and marketing.
And you got a podcast, right?
I do. I have a podcast. The podcast is kind of a little bit of both worlds. I do the marketing, promoting for small business owner, really any business owner, doesn't matter how big you are. And then the other side of that is giving spiritual encouragement and kind of uplifting people.
Hallelujah.
To get through their life. So make sure y'all go to www.letstalkaboutitjen.com. Get you some encouragement.
Okay, tell us about BAM Woman Magazine.
BAM Woman Magazine. So BAM means beautiful, ambitious, and motivated woman. I started this little venture with my coworker, Miss LaToya Jordan. She actually asked me to do the interview portion of the magazine, and it just went from there.
How has BAM been going so far? How has that journey experience been?
Man, BAM has been awesome. It's been amazing because we went from doing things locally to doing things globally. Like literally, we have readers all over the world.
Oh, you just recently did a photo shoot with somebody. Tell us about that lady from Tyler. Was she in the Tyler Perry play? Something you said? Yes,
Precious Thornton. She's gonna be on the cover of our second magazine, our second issue.
You got a radio voice. Like your voice emits a lot of, what is that called?
I do have a radio voice. So if anybody has a radio station and they need a host, I do that too. I host. So yeah.
Yeah, you got trying to use big words like T.I.
Expeditiously.
Yeah. All right, so since you've been doing your business, BAM Magazine, Did you do anything else before BAM magazine, or did you do anything else before BAM?
You know what?
Podcast?
No.
Okay.
I've never been in media. I didn't go to school for it. I didn't do any of that. So it was just something that was almost like a career change for me.
Just kind of happened on the fly, huh?
Yeah.
So when y'all got so how did it feel when you got your first interview with BAM, your first sale or however, first time y'all got paid with BAM, how did it make you feel?
Oh,
what
man.
kind of feeling was it?
You know what? The money didn't even faze me. The interviews, every time I talk to somebody different, it's like, I don't know, I get all warm and fuzzy inside. I know it's corny, but I don't know, it's like a different feeling, because I know that at the end of the day, I'm going to be helping this person reach people that they wouldn't normally reach with their social media. So it's fulfilling.
Okay, so I got another question for you. How do you go about advertising your business?
Social media.
What's your social media handles?
Social media. So Facebook is Let's Talk About It Jen. And then of course Jennifer Roberson. Instagram is Let's Talk About It Jen. Twitter is Talk About It Jen. Clubhouse is Jennifer Roberson and Talk About It Jen.
I'm gonna be on Clubhouse I done got asked to speak about 3 times, so I need to go on. Somebody asked me to speak on Clubhouse like every other day. It's gonna be online.
He needs to. I don't know why you ain't got no iPhone.
I'm gonna get one.
Give it the time, sir.
Wow. The next day or so. Okay, so my next question for you is: do you think it's important to have to have a supportive spouse? Try to say that 3 times fast.
A supportive spouse, absolutely.
She sells by the seashore.
Yeah, that part.
So do you think it's important to have a supportive spouse?
Of course. I mean, if marriage is your ministry, then yeah, your spouse has to understand what you do, and they have to understand the work that's involved. Because I think a lot of people get in these relationships and they don't get it. Like their spouse doesn't get it. They're supportive to a certain extent, but they really don't understand. So me personally, I feel like entrepreneurs shut up. I feel like entrepreneurs should date each other because they get it. I mean, I'm not saying that, people that work a 9 to 5 don't get it, but then they kind of don't.
They don't go. It's because they know they don't get it.
It's a whole different hustle.
Mindset.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Walk us through a typical day in the life of Miss Jen.
Okay. So a typical day is a 5 a.m. wake up. I pray. I read my Bible. I get myself, my mind, and everything together. I get up. If I have my kids with me, I'm making sure that they get their stuff ready for school. And I'm here at the office by 9 o'clock. And then I do content. I do interviews. I do research. I do everything pretty much in between the 9 and 3 time frame. I'm usually gone by 4.
So you're going by 4. So you think it's important to have a schedule for your business? Put yourself on a schedule. I'm getting back on my schedule.
Absolutely, because and here's why I say that. It's because if you just up doing whatever, you're gonna miss something. Okay. You gotta write it down. You gotta have a calendar.
Okay, so how important do you think it is to have a tight circle in your business? Like how important do you think it's for what type of circle do you need to have? And while doing your business, you need to have a supportive circle, you need to have a motivational circle. What do you think? What's your opinion on it?
You need a core. And your core is a community of reliable exchange.
Oh, reliable exchange, that's a big word.
Yeah. So what that means is the people that support you no matter what. They know you in and out. They see your flaws. They see your imperfections, but they still love you. They still support you. Those are the type of people that you need in your circle. You don't need people that's going to steer you in the wrong direction. You need people that's going to say, hey, you tripping. You need to get your stuff together.
Okay.
And then love you when you are, when you're excelling, and support you when you're doing good.
Okay. So another thing, some entrepreneurs, criticism. How important do you think is for an entrepreneur to be receptive to criticism?
So constructive criticism is very much needed.
Okay.
Because you don't know everything.
Damn sure.
You don't know anything. And for me, it's because I don't know anything about media. I don't know anything about, radio or interviewing people. I just use my personality and
But you learning on the fly though.
Yeah.
You learn on the fly. Like last year.
It's a journey for sure.
Last year was my first year going full time. I made so many mistakes.
You're gonna make mistakes.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, and I got like bad decision making on certain stuff.
Yeah.
Like I still do.
Yeah.
But I got to have it to where like shit, I'll make it tomorrow.
But that's part of the journey though.
Yeah.
Because nobody's gonna be perfect in any of this. And I like the way, the stories that you hear, like Tyler Perry, Oprah.
I was just listening to his podcast he did with his interview he just did with T.I. on there on his podcast. Not to cut you off. I just listened to his podcast, Tyler Perry. I mean his interview with T.I. on their podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just telling his story how he started, how like he took his income tax and started his stuff and started
I'm telling you.
from there. But you know what he said? He said he had an emailing list before social media and stuff. So he had an emailing list of like 200 people already.
Wow.
So he just built the email list, but he just still built the email list.
But I mean, you have to think about back in his time when he got started, social media wasn't just booming like that.
But still now, that's how people do stuff. Everybody got an email list. McDonald's got an email list. What's something? Groupon.
I'm still learning that. Like the ClickFunnels things.
Bath and Body Works.
I'm still learning that.
You need to. Remind me. I'm gonna add you to this group. You know who Melanie is?
Melanie.
LaQuanya. No, LaQuanya do. Yes, you do. Y'all friends on Facebook. You just. You know who she is. LaQuanya and Shantae. But they always Sade. You know Sade too.
Sade. Yeah.
They in this group. They just give you like little tips and stuff. Like this thing called Kajabi. Thing called lead pages. What we talking about the other day. Lead pages. Tell you about AdWords, stuff like that. It's simple stuff. You just have to just keep building your list. Like at one point in time, I had like 1,000 people on my list, but it was just for what I do. Well, not what I do right now, but it was just for another business that I was in. So also, okay, since we just talking right now, hold on. Make sure it's still recording. All right, since we go, 7 minutes we on. I just gonna have to be a big edit. Boy, all right, stop now. Shit.
Water.
Okay, we're on 13 minutes. Stop. All right, so do you think? Okay, so since we're talking, hush. T.I. Somebody do some editing on this one. The T.I. I was since we're on subject of T.I.
His podcast is awesome, by the way.
Yeah, I only like watching certain people talk though.
How do you watch? Wait.
I like little. I just went through his podcast yesterday.
Oh.
But I end up. I don't know how I got him, but I ended up on Tyler Perry. Just finding something to listen to. So I listen to the Tyler Perry. I like Lil Duval, so I listen to the Lil Duval conversation, and then I listen to one with Charlamagne the God. I like Charlamagne because he like real outspoken and all that. They would talk about mental health issues and all that. How black people don't. No, we don't take mental health.
No, because we were born in households that, what goes on in this house stays in this house.
And shit is not okay.
And it's not at all whatsoever. I went through a period of needing to speak with a psychiatrist because, depression is real.
Have you ever experienced depression while doing your business?
Yes.
Like the last bit of last year. Well, we in 2021. The last bit of
last year, 2020.
Yeah.
Literally, I went through depression from March to probably August of last year.
The last part of December, like the last 2 weeks, I was depressed. I didn't want to make no money. Like I made that little piece of money that I was telling you about I had made. After that, I didn't want to do nothing. Cause I was so mad at myself. I was so disappointed. I was like, man, I should be chilling right now. I should be shutting down for the whole month.
Yeah.
I'm working. I was so mad. I'm mad at that. And it's just a build up of a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be able to talk to somebody about that because you can't just harbor it. You gotta let that stuff go.
I'm talking to this lady. She said she been taking them CBD gummies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give me some CBD weed from the gas station.
Oh my god.
She said she been doing them CBD gummies because I'm gonna have to get something to do something or talk to somebody. We need like a counselor, just like
You need, yeah. I mean, just
entrepreneurship,
get somebody that's certified for that does that for a living, and just.
Entrepreneurs need our own like
Yes,
special
you do.
counseling for. Like,
I do. I go through.
probably out there somewhere, but you know.
Oh my god. I go through a young lady. Well, I haven't talked to her in a while. I probably need to, but I met her. I interviewed her. Mm-hmm. She was on my show, and
what's her name?
I know. Sorry. Rochelle Moore.
Okay.
Rochelle Moore. She has her own business. She does wellness and mental wellness, mental health, and she's good. Mm-hmm. And I mean, she goes through. I mean, she looks at it from both sides. You know, spiritual, non-spiritual. She just gets to the bottom of why you feel the way that you feel. And it is a process. So don't think that one session is going to be enough. No, you're going to need at least 10.
No, I need to talk to you one time. Let me.
No, you have to, because depending on how deep your issues are, you got to get to the bottom of it.
All black people got like a lot of.
We do. We have a lot of issues.
Stuff anyway, so.
Because we harbor and we hold on to things. We don't let go of anything.
Forgive, but won't forget.
Exactly.
So, okay, one more question. We're going to end this thing. So, what keeps you motivated? I only got like 8 questions. That other stuff just start freeballing.
What keeps me motivated? My kids.
Mm-hmm.
And just knowing that I'm helping somebody. Because I know that's what I was created to do.
Okay, well, so, again, I would like to thank you for coming on, being my first guest.
Hey!
Okay.
What's the name of the show?
It ain't no show. We just gonna do.
Oh, okay.
We just gonna.
We just here with Reggie.
Yeah, just chilling with Reggie. I just, it's gonna be a once a month thing. I'm just gonna, just content for the channel. So anyway, tell us your social media handles again.
Social media handles. I have so many. So yes, Instagram is Let's Talk About It Jen. Twitter is Talk About It Jen. Facebook is Let's Talk About It Jen and Jennifer Roberson. Clubhouse is Jennifer Roberson and Talk About It Jen. Bam Woman magazine all across the board.
Okay, you got any events coming up? Any special? Yes,
we have a fashion show coming up. We're going to be doing swag bags for this particular event. It's going to be in Dallas. Weeks, right? It is January the 23rd. The 23rd. Mm-hmm. You still have time if you want to participate in swag bag information or opportunity or whatever. Send us an email at bamwomanmagazine@gmail.com. And we can get you set up with that. If you want to know what a swag bag is, message me and I'll let you know.
It's a bag with all kind of goodies and nicknames. What's the Bam Woman magazine? I mean Bam magazine website. The
bamwomanmagazine.com.
All right. So
all of our social media is Bam Woman Magazine.
Yeah. So again, Jen, thank you for coming. So extra. And thank y'all for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
That one down there.
Cut. I'm something like a big deal.